All right, ladies, good morning again. Thank you so much for bearing with us. We had a little technical difficulty, but today we're going to be talking about social media for business. I am Coach Donna, which my part is social media. And as I said before, I know this is a part where you guys really love to get in front of the computer and really showcase who you are and what you have to offer to ladies or just people in particular all over the world. So if you have your pens and pads ready, let's get started once again. This is going to be social media for business. Today, I want to start off with social recap. This is going to be talking about the requirements, the tools, and the engagement. These are three components that you must use in your social media because it will enhance your social media platforms and make a true impact in your business. So I know you're saying, what is social recap? Social recap is going back over some of your basic information on all of your social media platforms. This is what you need to do from time to time. It could be week to week, month to month, day to day, but you need to go back and revise and see what you can do to always make it better, how you can reach people, how can you make anything that you're putting out, the quality, the content better. And one key thing that I do want to leave with you is anyone can create a platform, but it takes a real CEO chick to manage it correctly. So you need to do the necessary things in order to have a successful platform, and also, so that you can get the results that you need. So let's do a little recap. All right, we're going back to the name, right? So we're talking about the name, and these are some of the basic things that I know many of you probably already have your pages set up, but I'm just here to tell you that you do not know how many times that people actually come to me and say, I don't have a name, or I chose a name, but it doesn't fit their business, and then they have to go back. So thankful now that social media will allow you to change. There was a point where you had to pretty much stick with the name that you had. And, a lot of us, for me, even when I first started out, I had Mrs. Hair Today 2012 because that was the year that I had opened up on Instagram, and it was just something really, really big, right? So as I began to grow and as brands started, collaborating with me and taking me serious, I wanted that 2012 off of there. I was like, I don't want that on there because it just starts looking kind of kiddyish, and it just, it doesn't really look business related. And I wanted them to really know that I am somebody that they can entrust in, that I really am, about my business when it comes to social media, and I really want to represent them well. So I'm so thankful that we're able to change. So go ahead and have in your mind already, if you haven't already, get something that you're going to stick with and keep that name on all of your social media platforms. It is so key. It's so key. I'm telling you, it's so amazing when you can walk up to people and say, hey, follow me. For example, I'm Mrs. Hair Today on social media. So follow me on social media. I'm Mrs. Hair Today. Just follow me on everything. I have every platform you can think of. Just, log it in, pull me up. Boom. Especially if you don't have a card on you, it's just easy advertisement. Your bio information, that's the time where you showcase yourself. Put that information in there. Let us know who you are, what you have to offer, and what you're all about. Put that information in there along with links that can send us to your website, can let us know about other platforms, things that you have going on. If you're selling something, put those clickable things in that bio information. Your profile picture. Your profile picture needs to be clear. I love seeing a picture where when someone comments, it automatically catches my attention, the profile picture, because I look for the quality of that picture. I look to see what it's about, even if it's just words about their business, something catches me about it. It can't be you need to have a clean background, not something out just, in a restaurant, just kind of clean it up, make it look more professional and polished, because you'll be amazed at how many people actually pay attention to profile pictures. Make your page public. Make it public. My thing is, if you're trying to reach everyone, then you need to have it public, right? You need to have it public. So I can't tell you how many times I've worked with boutiques. I've worked with people selling products, and their page is private. And I'm like, you're limiting yourself when you You stop putting your page, out there for everybody to see. And my question is, why is it public? Because what happens is, if you find a business that you want to engage with or collaborate with, and you say, I would love to be a part of this, if they're posting something, or I would love for you to consider me for this. And when they click your name, your page comes up private. So what you're telling them is, you have to send me a friend request for me to add you, because I want to do something with you. And 9 times out of 10, I could say 10 out of 10, they're not going to wait. Businesses are not going to wait to get a friend request from you, or to wait for you to approve it. They're not. They're going to go on to the next person that's open and willing, because when they are posting, they're posting everything. So when you're posting, you need to be posting everything as well. Be consistent with your posting. That's some of the things we're going to be getting into as well. Your photos, your hashtags, your engagement, your goal setting, and your stats. Your stats is so important. You should always have everything set up as your business platform, so that you can go back and revise and see what's working, what's not working, what you were doing to reach this audience. When you had a high peak of following, when your likes was going skyrocketed, when they were low, when nobody didn't even click. Stats are important. So those are some of the quick recaps that we're going to be just quickly going into this morning. Pick a platform for your business. Hey, you got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got Instagram, you got YouTube. I even threw in Snapchat and LinkedIn. I mean, there's just so many things. I mean, I can go on and on, but I'm not going to overwhelm you this morning with trying to keep up with all of the social media. Right now, if you have a Facebook and if you have an Instagram, like, you're in. You're totally in. And all of these other things that are, other platforms, you can add those things as well, along the way. And I'm going to show you how to work smarter and harder. How to work smarter and not harder, because we don't have time to just sit there and try to keep up with this platform and that platform, but we know how to use tools and link things together, right? I put Snapchat on there, and I know many of you are like, girl, I'm probably in my 30s and 40s, and I don't have time for that. That's for kids, and no, it will work on your behalf, because let me tell you what Snapchat will do for you. When we're out and we're eating our lunch or dinner, and we're, at these nice fine places and things like that, we snap it, right? We do little videos. Well, guess what? You can compile that. There's a button at the top. You can compile those things. And what Snapchat does is it makes it into one video. You can now use that video if you wanted to start your YouTube channel, and you're like, oh, I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to do that. You've already put together a whole compile of videos that's basically edited for you. Because when you Snapchat, you always look at what you snap before you hit post. So you already have agreed to, yeah, I look good in here. Yeah, everything turned out right. Yeah, I'm this. Boom. When you're going to meetings or you have business opportunities, those are good things to quick. Hey, I'm at, NBC. I'm on whatever, and you snapping things, and you're getting the quick little videos, and you're showing around the room, and you get to have that moment all together. And those are the things that you can share. You can even narrow it down. I mean, to 1 minute. You could transport those 1 minute to Instagram. You see how it's working for you? So don't ever think that a platform has to be for a certain age limit, because it can always work for you. Okay, LinkedIn, we already know that's the platform where people want to go and verify if you are who you are, basically. They want to know, is this person real? Is this a true person? Because we know that there are many trolls on social media, and it could just get so overwhelming with trying to find out who's real, who's about their business, and who's not. So LinkedIn is one of those things, if you haven't already, have that in place. So as I said before, linking your accounts. That is so key. So for me, with Instagram, that's my biggest platform right now. So I work it a lot. And I have my Instagram, I go into my settings, and I have it linked to my Facebook, right? Simple. You just go into your settings, and then it'll say link accounts. And then it'll pull up several accounts. It'll pull up Twitter. It'll pull up Facebook. Okay, so you can automatically go and link those accounts. So every time you post in Instagram, you're posting on Facebook and Twitter, right? So you're not actually physically going to those sites, but you're still able to reach people, because some people may not have Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, vice versa. But you're able to reach all audiences with one click. All right, that alleviates your time management. You don't have to be in front of the computer all day. You can, still hit platforms by doing one little thing, and you're on your way. It also allows you to be visible at all times. All times. You want to make sure, listen, there are millions of people that are online doing what you're doing. There are people waking up, basically every day, that are doing what you're doing. And so you have to get to a place where you're going to say, hey, I need to be more visible. Because if you're only posting once a week and you're just getting started, people are not going to know who you are. They're just not. And the thing is, the more you post, and we talked about that consistency, the more you post, the more visible you are. The more visible you are, the more attraction you're getting to your page. That leads to businesses wanting to see what's this person ranting about, who's doing this. You're getting people to repost your things. We'll get into that later. So it works on your behalf, and it also makes you visible for people to see what you have to offer, what you're doing, and possibly even come up with some big time collaborations with multi-million-dollar brands. See, when you start an account, it's not about just posting a picture. And sometimes it's not just about just your business. You need to be thinking long term. You need to be thinking, who can I connect with? Who's on here that I can, take my business to the next level? Who's looking for what I have to offer? And we're going to get into that too. So whenever you start your platforms, go ahead and think down the line, because anything is possible. I am a true testimony for that. That's why I love social media, because social media has taught me so much. I'm telling you, and don't think you got to have everything in place, because I'm telling you guys, social media has taken me all over this world with a phone. And I'm talking about editing with Movie Maker on my iPhone. I'm talking about, this was when I had an iPhone 4. Okay. I was chosen to be on one of the billboards in Atlanta, Georgia. I was flown to New York City, Times Square, red carpet, sitting across from a lot of celebrities in penthouses. The best of the best, basically, just in a room full of CEOs that's like running all types of multi-million-dollar businesses. Okay, so don't ever think for a moment about these accounts that you're putting together and that they won't lead to these things. They will. People are watching, and they're always looking for the next new thing. They're always looking for a great face. They're always looking for what businesses. I'm telling you, people are looking for everything, because after a while, things starts to fade out, and everybody's looking for something new and something fresh. And that's where you come in. You have something to offer. And even if you're sitting here and you're like, I don't have anything to offer right now, or, I'm working on it, and it's okay. It's totally okay. Everything works for your good. So don't get discouraged about social media, even if you have to take one platform at a time. All right. Account security. This is a good thing, because the more you post about your brand, and even if you're in a place of trademarking and things like that, we have people in our CEO Chick Network that can help you with that. But the more you post, it's like if somebody tries to come after your business, they will be able to, anytime that somebody Googles your business or Google anything that's related to it, your stuff should pop up. You understand what I'm saying? Your logo should be popping up. That way, when somebody even try to do anything or come for you, you have some type of account security. Okay? It reflects back. So social media does work for you in a lot of great ways. And people say, no, that's her colors. That's, and I know we can't really claim colors and things like that, but a lot of people will associate your colors with your brand, and they remember, and, they're visible. So it will give you account security. All right, let's move into some hashtags. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know, ask away. Hashtagging is so cool, so important. I didn't really understand it at first, and then when I got the hang of it, I was like hashtagging completely. I think I was the hashtag queen at one point. So hashtagging, you want to create personal tags. And so for me, my business is A Better Curls. So immediately I have an A Better Curls hashtag. And as you can see the symbol on the screen, that is a simple hashtag. It is the little number sign, pound sign. We have different terminologies for this little symbol here, but on social media, it is a hashtag. So you basically put that symbol and any word behind it. Now, what this does is it creates a category for you. So for instance, for me, for my business, I put that in there, or Mrs. Hair Today. So, and a good thing is, it's a way that if I delete some pictures off of my phone, I can always go on social media, especially Instagram, click Mrs. Hair Today, and all of the pictures I ever posted as hashtag Mrs. Hair Today will come up. So it's almost like a database that you're building for yourself. So you can always have access to those pictures. Also, when people are looking for you and people are trying to figure out who you are, they can go back. It's a whole lifetime story. They can see everything about you. So that is always a good thing. And then people start throwing their hashtags in, and it just becomes a big category. You want to research popular tags. See what's trending, what's going on. Go to your main pages. See what's, when things are going on in the world. We had Black Panther. That was the biggest movie the other week. And sometimes, I'm going to tell you a quick little trick, a little tip. Sometimes whenever you are posting, even though you're not posting about, you could be posting a cute picture, and you could be in an African print shirt or whatever, and we know we associated that because everybody dressed up for Black Panther, right? You can use the hashtag Black Panther. I will put it at the end of your hashtag, because you can have up to 30 hashtags. And so what that's going to do, that's going to throw you now into a whole nother category. And now, because Black Panther is so popular, guess what? You're probably in a category with millions of other people. So now you just threw your picture there. So as people are looking for Black Panther stuff, they're going to see your picture. And when they see your picture, then that's a way, 9 times out of 10, people are like, well, let me see who this is. What is she about? What does she have to say? And that's sending people back to your page. That's a quick little tip that you can use even from your Explore page. Just in particular, just contacting people by clicking on their pictures. People always want to know who is that person. So that's a way to kind of expose yourself without exposing yourself, and getting people to know where your page is located, what you have to offer. That's why it's so important that you remain consistent and continue to post, so that when the traffic is coming, you're keeping them there. When they get there, they don't want to feel like, did someone say something? Okay. You don't want to make them feel like, I'm here, but I really don't see anything, so I'm not even going to follow this person. Okay. We covered the store hashtag by category. Always tag your source. Anytime, I don't care if you are purchasing something for your brand, if you have dressed up for a special event that you're doing, hashtag those companies. We love rocking our name brands, and, let them know, hey, I am a valuable person. I'm about my business. I have even purchased some of your clothing line to be in one of my major corporation meetings, or however it may play out. And what it does is it will allow them to see who you are. All right. Could you please mute your line, ladies? See, I'm going to try to mute the lines right quick. So, all right. Okay. So, then that's what I mean by hashtag outside of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to say, oh, well, that doesn't really pertain to me. It doesn't matter. it will work for you. So go outside of your hashtag zone, okay? Don't be afraid to throw your name or your business name somewhere else. Even though I'm about hair and, you know, I started out that way, you know, a lot of people wanted to know now, what am I wearing? Where did I get that from? What kind of makeup am I using? You know, it started going beyond that. And so what I started doing is you start changing your hashtags up. And even when you go to those popular pages and things like that, you will see those people listed hashtags too. So you can always update your hashtag, store them in your phone, make categories, make a fashion category and have all of the categories with just things about fashion. Have a hair category, have a shoe category, whatever it may be, whatever's pertaining to your business. You can mix and mingle, however, but it's great to use, okay? The benefits from hashtagging is it promotes your brand, it tracks your performance, trending topics, you're in the loop, you know what's going on, you know how to maneuver, extends your content, and guess what? It's free 99 advertisement, okay? Free 99 all day long. You don't have to worry about paying all of these big time people. You don't have to, you know, use all of these. It's great. It's so great to promote and boost, but it's so amazing when you can grow your audience just naturally, just by being consistent and just by utilizing these things. Now, I can honestly tell you, I probably tried promoting maybe once or twice, and I just used a little $5 or something. And that's just because I was just curious, because people were always talking about promoting. But I was like, I hadn't really done that. I just remained consistent at what I had done. And because of that, a lot of times, every time I post a video or something on Instagram, they will put it on their Explore page. And I'm telling you, my views range from, I was only getting maybe 200, 300 views. I thought that was pretty good until my first video hit 1 million. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then after that, I can honestly say now, and I probably haven't even checked lately, but the last time I checked, the most viewed video is at 15 million views. Some days, you know, it just depends. Some days it's just not what it is. It may get 1,000. It may get 1,500. Some days it's gone. And I'm going to tell you what I've been doing. And that's really working. And I just did this I've been doing it every once in a while. I'll find one video that's kind of related to my page. So for instance, I found this little girl. She was talking. She was so cute, and she was doing her natural hair. Her mom just, you know, pretty much turned on the computer and let her do her thing. Well, I just knew it was the cutest little video. It will go perfect with my page. I posted it. Now, one thing you gotta get, I'm telling you, my phone never stopped. Okay, never stopped. I got more views than the actual person. Okay, so I sent them and I checked, because I like to do stuff like that. So I checked right when I posted how many viewers they had or how many followers, and they had over 300K, like 300K. Now keep in mind, I'm only at about 46,000. So by the time I posted it, by the end of the day, the first day or two, they had 65,000 new followers. Why? Because the video started going viral. And it was coming from my page. So when people were posting it, they were giving me the credit for it, even though I had it on mine as a repost and I gave credit to the person. Now, by me posting that, I know you're like, well, that's just helping other people, but what is that doing for you? Or what is that going to do for me? Or what is that going to do for my brand? Well, because I posted that one video of that beautiful little girl, you know how many followers I got from that? Probably, oh my gosh, 1,500 new followers. Just posting that one video. So sometimes you can find things that's like, oh, that's funny, or I know this is gonna, every now and again I get an inkling of this is gonna be a viral video, and I'll post it. And I can tell within the first 5 minutes of that video if it's gonna go viral. Because if I post it, and in 1 to 2 to 3 minutes, if it's already at a few hundred in 1 to 2 minutes, I already know it's going to be a viral video. And I'm going to benefit from that. And so while I'm there, I have all my stuff, as we talked about in my bio. I have my Better Curls page. I got my store going. I got everything that I need to keep them there. So I'm going to utilize that, use it for mine. I'm going to turn those new followers into customers. So that's just a quick tip that you can jot down, that you can use. Brand social action. What are you posting, CEO? Are you posting great quality work, which advance your business? Also know that consistency creates jobs. And one question to ask yourself is, what impression are you leaving? What impression are you leaving for your followers? What do you think they're getting from your page? What do they think you're getting from what you have to offer? And then, are you bringing solutions? Are you bringing solutions? There are so many people that are on social media that have so many problems, and they're just looking for a way of, a benefit. They're just looking for somebody to help them. I'm looking for the next person to encourage me, to motivate me, to help my business, to help me get started. And you have the giftings inside of you already. So a lot of times I tell people, stop sitting on your gifts when it comes to social media, because there are always somebody looking for something that you have to offer. And even if it's something that somebody else is doing, it's okay. It's totally okay. Because there's something that God will give you that's a little different than the next person. And with that might grab hold to 15 more thousand people that be like, you know what? I like the way she does this. Or have you seen this little trick or tip that she does with her brand, or how she's marketing, or how she put that together, or her flyers are like this. So you can't get caught up on, well, so-and-so is doing it too, or it's not working. Because when you start off, you have to remember there are always somebody doing what you're doing. There's people that wake up, that get up, that sleep, that breathe this thing. So the thing of it is, you just have to remain consistent and watch your growth. That you're not going to wake up a hit wonder unless, just the blessing and the anointing is all over it. But I'm just saying, just remain consistent. I don't care if you're getting 3 or 4 likes. Guess what? I was there. I was that person too. So don't get caught up on, sometimes how many likes you're getting. Because even though at the time when I was going to these different places and people were, asking me to come speak and doing things all through social media now, I started getting some of the big people that had thousands and thousands of followers asking me how I was doing what I was doing at a low level. And first of all, I was like, favor, but I love what I do. You got to love what you do. And if you don't love what you're doing, it's going to show. And if you feel like, I don't even want to say social, everybody may not have time for social media. Find somebody that will. But still, at the end of the day, I was working with someone right now that has a multi-million-dollar business. I'm like, you still need to show who you are. People need to know who you are. Not who your brand is, but who you are. Let them know who you are. There's no way that you should wake up in the morning and have a wonderful business and platform and have a lot of things to offer, and nobody knows who's behind all that craft. So sometimes you got to build that foundation. You got to go do a couple lives. You got to get on. You got to speak, even if it's briefly, even if you feel like, okay, I'm taking baby steps. Record yourself and post it. But you got to make sure that you're in front of the camera sometimes. And the more you do it, the better you are, and the more you will feel at ease. And I'll tell you something that'll probably make you laugh a little. I'm hoping to make you laugh or smile a little bit this morning. When I first started, I was so excited. And, back then, I went to Walmart. I got a little web camera and all that, and I hooked it up to my computer, and I was trying to, I wanted to upload my videos. I was like, I just want to do it too. Everybody else is doing it. And, I was excited. I had cut my hair off, and I was like, I can't wait to share my journey too. I would upload my videos, honey. My videos wasn't even going with my mouth. I would say something like on those little karate movies or whatever, and it was coming. It was such a delay. but I did not take anything down because I want people to go back, even on my YouTube channels, and see how I've grown, see how my videos were looking, but I was still consistent and I was still loving what I was doing. And so that's the place that you have to get to, of like, you know, don't be afraid to just start. Don't be afraid to, you know, put yourself out there. And those videos I look at, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? And also, I was watching so many videos till when I got on camera, it wasn't that I was trying to be somebody else. It was just, I was really trying to like really do it. So I would get on, I'd be like, hello, everyone, da, 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 da. And so now I look back, I was like, why was I talking in soprano? Where did I do that at? Like, why was I doing that? Wasn't even, you know, but you tend to, as you know, you view things online. Sometimes I don't know what I was doing, but now I can turn the camera on and I can be, you know, so transparent. I can be myself. You know, it is what it is. And sometimes that's what people like, that raw thing. You know, if you don't have makeup on, don't be afraid. You got celebrities now stepping out. You got people stepping out that are, you know, everything doesn't have to be in place anymore. You know, it doesn't have to be in place. All they want is somebody realistic, somebody that they know that are true and that they can build a foundation with. All right, so here's the social media checklist for you guys. I know we're getting close to wrap up time, and I want to have just a few moments for you guys to ask any questions. Social media checklist. Do your audience know who you are? Do they know who you are? We talked about that. Do they know who you are? If they don't, they need to know you. You need to put that in your journal, your calendar. Okay, I need to get on the move. I need to step out of the box. Okay, enough is enough. I know I have purpose inside of me. I know I have something to bring. I know my business will make a difference. And that's something that you're going to have to do. It's not always, an easy thing. Oh, excuse me. It's not always an easy thing, but it is something that you have to do. Have you researched the needs of your audience? Do you know what they need? Do some polls. Instagram makes it so easy for your stories. Go on there, ask questions, get them involved. When you post something, ask a question in your description under your picture. You know, have you ever had a problem with this? Or give me your feedback. I would like to know who you are, what you're doing. It's always so good to get people engaged. They love to interact. And when they interact, remember to interact back. Remember to respond. People do not like to leave comments and you leave them hanging. Even if you have to, you know, click a like button, Instagram, click the heart button, come back when you have time and answer them. Have you made your pages or website easy to access with clickable links? You know, make it easy, make it convenient for somebody. If it's to your store, put that clickable link where all they have to do is just click it. Nobody wants to go out, type the address in and all that stuff. Give them access to everything that they need with just clicks. Make it easy because you will attract more people that way. Okay? Are you sharing information with others? Are you collaborating? Are you going out of your way to see how you can, you know, benefit by coming together or networking or putting your brand out there? Have you shared your content on your social media like you were supposed to? Are you getting the feedback? Like, don't be afraid to share your information. Don't be afraid to share others' information. A lot of times people think, oh, well, she's, you know, got her thing going on, but she can't support me. It's okay. There's enough room and enough blessings for everybody. Share your information because when you do that and you do it for others, people will do that for you too. Don't be afraid to let people know what you got going on. You know, and even in our CEO Chick group, the good thing is I love how we can drop down events and things that are going on when we accomplish something or something great is going on quick, because sometimes you don't know. And it's great to share so people can, you know, keep up and follow up. And you never know who's watching that could be a blessing to you at all times. Give your audience something to keep interest. You know, Everybody's looking for something all the time, right? We love a good code, honey. We love free books. We love giveaways. We love whatever it is. We love free. So from time to time, keep them there and give them something, to keep their interest. Like, hey, you know what? Because you guys are rocking it out with me this week, and you've been so supportive. I've been seeing your comments come on my page. I'm going to give you guys a special code, for my products. Today only, you could get 10% off, your order or however. Today you're going to get free shipping. So if you want to go ahead and stock up now, go to the store, do what you got to do, buy what you got to buy. People love that because it's like you're giving back. Like, oh, she appreciate me coming on the page, or oh, she appreciate me supporting and being a true follower and being consistent with, just making myself known that, I am a customer, I am valuable. So it's always good. Giveaways is always key. You can utilize giveaways in so many different ways. You can collaborate with someone, have them to follow both of your social media, have them to repost things and tag people. And a good quick way is for a giveaway, say for instance, if you have a store and you have a lot of products on there, right? One of the requirements could be, hey, head over to Susie Boutique and pick out your favorite item and come back and comment your favorite item below. That way you've sent traffic to that store, right? And because they're there, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be nosy and they're going to look around and see what you're selling. And then they got to pick out a favorite item. So they got to look. So that's given opportunity to have your place exposed and to be able to see if you're selling books, if you're selling t-shirts, whatever it is that you're doing, if you have an event party or you're a party planner and things like that, go in and see what was your favorite look that we've done. Something like that, something to get them over there, send that traffic over there, put them back there, tag your people. Guess what? You now got probably 2 people that tag. You've now sent traffic to your site. You're working all of your platforms. It's working for your good. Give your audience a reason to want to stay connected. Think of ways. Always wake up and think like, gosh, what can I do? How can I make this different? How can I be different? How can I, expose, great quality content? How can I take, really market what I'm doing? How can I reach women, encourage them? Always think of the next thing so that you can be different, and ask questions. Always ask questions. See where people are. See what they're loving. Because 9 times out of 10, you'll find out what your audience need if you just ask questions. Because sometimes they're like, I just been struggling with this, or I couldn't find this, or I don't have, access to this, or can you please help me with it? You never know until you ask questions. So ask questions. And I'm going to go ahead and give you your homework, and then we will open it up for some questions. All right, so your assignment is going to be just quick and simple. All right, if you haven't already, I want you to create and schedule a platform. And when I say schedule, I want you to put on your calendar what you're going to do, and you got to stick to it. All right, no more delays, no more next weeks, no more I'll get to it, I'm working, I'm coming, I'm going to do it, I got it. No, you got to do it. All right, so I want you to create it. If you already have it, wonderful. Okay, I want you to schedule. I want you to post at least 3 times a week on each platform. If you say, Coach Donna, whoa, can I, I'm gonna link my accounts or whatever. Can I just please start with 1? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because when you get the hang of starting 1, all the other things will come easy. Okay. If you've already had it, then you need to remain consistent. If you're already posting 3 times, up in your number now. Okay, there's 7 days in a week. It will not hurt your business at all if you post. It will always help your business. It will always keep you relevant. It will always keep you visible. It will benefit your business in a lot of ways. All right. I want you to find one person to collaborate with. So you can pray about it, think about it, but I want you to find one person, see how you guys can work together. Maybe you can put your giveaway together. Maybe you could come up with something that you guys can do. Maybe you could do a live together if you don't want to do it by yourself. Maybe say, hey, bring on. Facebook has a way where you can invite somebody into your video. So now you both can be on. So instead of you seeming like, oh my gosh, millions of people or a few people are watching me, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I'm stuttering, then put somebody on that you can relate with and that you both can benefit from the live, and then it look like you're just talking back and forth. It will take the ease off. All right. Now, when you do all of these things, and remember, when you find these platforms and you're posting, remember, you have to go back to all of those recaps, check your checklist, make sure you're using your hashtags, make sure your picture quality is everything. You still got to make sure you're doing all of those things. I want you to come back, compare your stats 1 to 2 weeks later, and let me know where you are. Okay? So that means if you have an Instagram and you haven't set it up as business, go into your settings and set it up as business so you can see your stats. Facebook pretty much it will give you your stats. It will email you and alert you and let you know a good way. And let me tell you guys, and I know we're wrapping it up. Let me check my time. Yes. Let me just tell you, I was so into my Instagram. My Facebook has always been kind of slow, right? And so I was always like 1,500 or so. And, by me posting those videos I was telling you guys about earlier, I hadn't been paying attention. I was like, oh my gosh, my Facebook has jumped over 5,000. And every time I click on it, it was going up. I was like, when this happened? So my Facebook has been growing because keep in mind, I don't necessarily have to go there because I got my stuff linked. So I'm working smarter, and every now and again I'll go in, but I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is bananas on here. So don't think for a moment that it's not going to work for you good, because it will. Okay? All right, so that is the end of my social media class for today for 90 Days to Dominate. And I just wanted to know if you guys have any questions. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm going to stop the share. So do you guys have any questions for me? I'm going to unmute your lines.
Okay.
All right, everybody is unmuted. Do you have any questions? Any questions? Aquanetta, Yvette, Brandy, Christina, any questions about today's class?
No, ma'am, I don't have a question.
All right.
You just challenged me, but I don't have a question.
Oh, good, good. That's what it's all about. And guess what? That challenge is going to really, really benefit you in the long run. If you don't have any questions, do anybody have any comments before we end our class today?
No, I just like the last part of it. I couldn't get on fast enough this morning, but I enjoyed what I heard. So I'm going to replay this, and I'll probably have a question next week.
Okay, no problem. Let's see. I have a question in the chat, and I'm glad you came on.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you. Christina says she got some work to do. It's okay, Christina. Guess what? Social media is always evolving. We all have work to do. Even when we think we haven't. I just noticed the other day, I'm like, oh my gosh, Facebook just updated again. So that's why it's so important for us to be on and be active and involved and all of that. But I am here to help you guys with anything that you need. So don't get stressed out, overwhelmed. Just remember to just go through your checklist, check everything off as you go. And I promise you, you'll get to the point where you need to be. You can really, really do it. I have faith in all of you that's on today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You need it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Remember, God has a purpose for every one of us. Every one of us. And I think sometimes it's just us. we delay it. I think that it's just that we try to overthink things. We try to make sure that we have so much in place. And I just hope that by me sharing my testimony with you, that you don't have to have everything. You know, I did a lot of stuff. I didn't have the cute background and the backdrops and the cute lamps and I didn't have any of that. I was in my bathroom with the phone propped up on a washcloth holder. But the thing is, sometimes you have to fake it till you make it. It's not about that. People didn't know where I was or what I had or whatever. I bought a curtain or did what I needed to do and, you know, continued on. But because I was consistent and I was faithful in what I did and I had passion about it, people saw that. And that's what moved them. It wasn't about what I had. You know, I didn't have all the big time cameras and stuff. And now you really don't. You can really just invest in a smartphone. You know, everybody know this iPhone X is the big deal, right? Your picture qualities can go to a whole nother level with iPhone X. You know, you don't have to go spend $1,000, $3,000 on a camera. Utilize what you have. Be faithful over what it is that you're given. And I'm telling you, you will see the results. So don't despise small beginnings and don't look at where you are, because I'm telling you, you can make a difference. So I hope you guys start today, whenever you get time, and just, you know, check off something today. Just do one thing today that you have not done yet or all week. And I promise you'll see a difference.
What is your Instagram?
My Instagram is Mrs. Hair Today, MRS.
Okay.
And no 2012 anymore. So make sure you don't mess up like me, because you never know with social media, they'll change from time to time and you don't want to be stuck. So get your name and stuff together.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions, comments before we end? I know you guys probably ready to get up and get your Saturday going. I am super excited. And I don't know if some of you are in Atlanta today, but we are having our vision board event today that's going to be amazing, the after party. And I'm so excited to see everybody. So if no one has anything to say, we're going to end. I do thank you guys for waking up and you know, joining the class this morning, because guess what? You took the initiative, you took the first step, and that is what really counts at the end of the day. So thank you, and I look forward to you guys in the group, and I love to chat and continue and follow up and see, you know, the results, any testimonies. Please feel free to share them at any time.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
All right, you too. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.